Hey everybody, how's it going? This is the True Investigator. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we'll be talking about doubt, and usually, guys, you can see me get it very heated up when I'm talking about injustice. I don't know why. It's just one of the things I don't usually gets me very heated up. So today, and also faith. I don't know. Something about the lack of faith gets me heated up because it seems purely illogical to me. The lack of faith seems purely illogical to me. But anyways, that's my personal opinion. And today we're going to be talking about doubt, which is the opposite of faith, right? If we look at it, doubt is the opposite of faith. So what does From the Books say about doubt? Doubt can break faith, but faith can break doubt. Such is doubt. Doubt can lead a man to madness, but it can also lead a man to trust and have faith. Such is doubt. Doubt is it has a very paradoxical relationship with faith because, as I said before, you cannot have faith if you don't have doubts. And if you have faith without doubt, you become like zealous, and that's not that's not true faith, right? Also, it's not the mark of a thinking man, of a ponderous man, of a contemplative man, of a person that really thinks about deep thoughts about life in general. So if when you have that, when you have curiosity, you start to, question things, and then you start to have doubts about things, and that's very normal. I think doubts are. I've read a lot of frameworks, and not a lot of them mention doubt, but doubt is very important. Doubt is like a butterfly's wings. It can cause the waves to rise or cause a small breeze on a hot day. Doubt is like a shift in the earth plates. It can cause an earthquake or allow the plates to breathe. Doubt is like the creeping cold. It can cause you to freeze or remind you to close the windows. Such is doubt. Meaning, as doubt creeps up on you, it asks you questions. It is our responsibility to, first of all, know who is driving this body, who's driving these thoughts. When doubt creeps, it's because there is a question we haven't solved. For example, I had a lot of doubt about like the basic questions, like, oh, why is it beneficial to do good if nobody does it? That's a fair question. So I'm gonna leave you with this question. My answer was, after I researched and everything, is that when nobody likes injustice in their own life, but people accept it on others. So if you want injustice to permeate throughout society, then think like that. Don't do any good, just do whatever you want. And when the day comes, when it's your turn, you're gonna be faced with the same injustice as the one that's permeating, not necessarily karma, but that's basically it. When injustice comes at your door, fine. Hey, you wanted that, right? So if a person wants to, for self-benefit, that's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about even being how can I say it? I'm not talking about even being like moral or just magnanimous in a way that you want to help everybody else. I'm talking about personal gain. So if we allow injustice to permeate, then one day it will be your turn. And that's in a societal framework. Now, so when doubt comes, it's a question. It's a question that's worth answering. It's your curiosity, man. I mean, it's good. Doubt is good. That's what I'm saying. Doubting things is good. If you don't doubt things, you don't have critical thinking. And you need to have critical thinking in order to trust. If you don't doubt me, if you don't doubt anybody that says any word to you, how can you put your trust somewhere if you don't have doubt? So doubt, in my opinion, is very important. It can cause you to freeze, literally. Doubt can cause you to freeze in your doubting yourself or doubting things. It can cause you to freeze, but this freezing, it means slow down, answer this question so you can move better, so you can better navigate everything around you. Such is doubt. from my opinion. Doubt is a double-edged sword. It can protect you or cause you harm. Doubt is a voice. It must be tuned accordingly. That's what I was talking about. Doubt, when it comes with a question. The question is usually valid. No doubts are invalid. But also, you have to understand where this doubt is coming from. Is it coming from not knowing? Is it coming from me not knowing? Because doubts are usually it's very internal work, right? So, is this doubt out of me lacking knowledge? Is this doubt out of me not researching this enough? Is this doubt out of me not asking the right questions? Where does this doubt stand on? Because some doubts you have already answered. Some doubts you have already solved. So you need to go back and make sure that this doubt has some ground to stand on. And if it has some ground to stand on, then it's valid. Because a lot of doubt is just like argument for argument's sake. Arguments need to have a solid ground to stand on, a point. Words need to mean something. If we lose the meaning behind words, then words absolutely mean nothing. Words are representations of thoughts, so a thought needs to be concrete and grounded in order to actually make sense and to be responded to. Otherwise, it's just words. Incoherent, illogical thoughts are not worth not listening to. It's worth at least organizing and formulating it in a better, more grounded thought, actually. And everybody can feel that. Everybody knows. Everybody has this feeling, and if they don't, they should work on that. Life is a constant work. It's constant work, especially on yourself, not on others. So all we can control in life is our internal experience, ourselves. And that's why doubt is important. It leads to solutions. So doubt is a question that must have grounds to stand on and direction to follow. That's it. Doubt needs a ground and a direction. So this doubt is going to take me where? Sometimes we don't know. But if it's something that truly brings you peace, then it's worth it. It's worth really giving it the right attention, the right care. Your doubts are very important to answer, but true doubts that come from a pure place, from a place of really wanting to know knowledge and not from a place of lack of faith. Because if you have already placed yourself somewhere, then you're not doubting. You're manifesting the lack of faith. But if you're really in the center and you say, okay, I don't have faith in this, but I also I believe, I don't believe it, but I believe it at the same time. I really want to be informed. I really want to make an informed decision. Then that doubt is valid. But if you already have a position, that doubt is coming from a place already that is not centered. And the center is balance. And balance is using both eyes to see the world and not one eye. Such is doubt, such are morals, such is faith, such is curiosity. When in doubt, a man should remember and recall. Such is experience. Again, I said sometimes we answer doubts and we forget. So we need a man needs to be very aware of his experiences, everything he's passed through, in order to be just with himself and with others. And such is experience. So experience is very important because it helps us to recall and remember and use this as a basis of critical thinking. When in doubt, a man should seek knowledge, such as curiosity. When in doubt, a man must be curious or learn to split his kingdom in half. You cannot move truly in life if you have a lot of doubts that you leave unanswered. You'll be split, you'll be divided, you'll have an internal warfare going on. It's not good for you. That's all I can say about it. I've been there. It's not good. Such is curiosity. When a man in doubt should seek answers. When doubts are answered, the authority to quench doubt is obtained. Such is peace, such is curiosity, such is doubt, such is faith. That's it, guys, for today. This was Doubt. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.